Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed and lost when it comes to project planning? Do you struggle to stay on track and meet deadlines? You're not alone. In this video, we'll share a simple and actionable project planning framework that would help you achieve better outcomes with less stress. I will also provide you with the names of some applications and tools that you can consider to plan and manage your project. I'll also provide links in the description section if I have them. But just a note, these are not affiliate programs for me at the time of making this video, so I don't really collect any commissions. So a simple subscribe, like, and share will do. Welcome to my video on the ultimate planning cheat sheet for your project. So what is the problem with project planning and why is this cheat sheet so important? Well, we've all been there staring at a blank piece of paper, wondering where to start and feeling overwhelmed by the sheer scope of the project. Without a clear plan, it is easy to get bogged down in details, miss the deadlines, and lose sight of the bigger picture. That's where this cheat sheet comes in. By following these simple and actionable steps, you'll be able to simplify your project planning, gain clarity and control over your projects, and achieve better outcomes with less stress. So let's dive in. The first step in project planning is to define your goals and objectives. And for that, I recommend that you use the SMART criteria to make sure that your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. You can try using a goal-setting template like the one provided by Smartsheet to help you clarify your objectives. For example, let's say you're planning a marketing campaign. Your goal might be to increase website traffic by 20% within the next 3 months. Next, you need to identify your key stakeholders. For that, you can use a stakeholder analysis template to help you identify and categorize your stakeholders. You can watch my video on stakeholder analysis, which has a template included in it that you can use immediately. Additionally, you can try using a collaboration tool like Trello or Asana to help you communicate and engage with your stakeholders. For example, using the same marketing campaign that we talked about earlier, your stakeholders might include the sales team, customer service team, and executive leadership. Finally, you need to create a project scope statement. Use a project scope template to help you clarify what is included and what is excluded from the project. You can check my channel for a video on developing a scope statement. That is part of my PMP exam prep package. And to learn more about it, you can even go to my practical project management set. Additionally, you can try using a project management tool like Basecamp or Reiki to help you define and track your project scope. For example, using that same marketing campaign that we talked about earlier, your project scope statement might include tasks like creating social media content, designing email marketing campaigns, and tracking website analytics. Once you have your foundations in place, it's time to break down your project into manageable tasks. For that, you use a work breakdown structure, usually referred to as a WBS, and that helps you divide your project into smaller, more manageable tasks. To learn more about the WBS, you can watch my video on this topic within the PMP Exam Prep Course series or the Practical PM series. You can try using a project management tool like Microsoft Project or Gantt Pro to help you create a WBS. So using that same marketing campaign example, your WBS might include tasks like creating social media content, designing email marketing campaigns, tracking website analytics, and analyzing campaign results. Next, you need to assign responsibilities and deadlines to each task. For that, I recommend that you use a task assignment template to help you clarify who's responsible for each task and when it's due. You can try using a RACI chart as well, which includes who's responsible, who's accountable, who's consulted, and who's informed. You can also try using a collaboration tool like Slack or Microsoft Teams to help you communicate and assign tasks to team members. For example, using that same marketing campaign that we talked about earlier, you might assign the task of creating social media content to a team member with a deadline of 1 week. Next, you should create a visual timeline to help you stay on track. For this, you can use a Gantt chart or a calendar view to visualize your project timeline along with key milestones. I recommend that you use a project management tool like MS Project or Trello or Asana to help you create a visual timeline. For example, using that same marketing campaign that we discussed, your visual timeline might include milestones like launching the campaign, tracking website analytics, and analyzing campaign results. Finally, it is essential to track progress regularly and adjust as needed. You can use a project dashboard or reporting template to help you track progress and identify areas of improvement. For this, you can try using a project management tool like Basecamp or Rike to help you track progress and collaborate with team members. For the same marketing campaign example, you might track progress by monitoring website analytics, social media engagement, and email open rates. You don't want to forget to communicate updates effectively and frequently with your stakeholders. For this, you can use a communication plan template to help you clarify how and when to communicate with stakeholders. To learn more about developing a communication plan, you can watch my video on this same topic within the PMP exam prep series. Additionally, you can try using a collaboration tool like Slack or Microsoft Teams to help you communicate and engage with your stakeholders. Using that same marketing campaign example, you might communicate updates to stakeholders via email, phone, or in-person meetings. Finally, make sure you celebrate milestones and acknowledge achievements along the way. You will need to use a recognition and rewards template to help you acknowledge and reward your team members for their achievements. For this, you can try using a collaboration tool like 15Five or Bonusly to help you recognize and reward your team members. Using that same marketing campaign example, you might celebrate milestones like launching the campaign, reaching a certain number of website visitors, or achieving a certain level of social media engagement. And there you have it, the ultimate project planning cheat sheet. By following these simple and actionable steps, you'll be able to simplify your project planning, gain clarity and control over your projects, and you'll be able to achieve better outcomes with much less stress. Remember to define your goals and objectives, identify key stakeholders, create a project scope statement, break down your project into manageable tasks, assign responsibilities and deadlines, create a visual timeline, track your progress regularly, communicate the updates effectively, and celebrate the milestones and acknowledge the achievements. By using the tools and techniques outlined in this video, you'll be well on your way to becoming a project planning pro. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful and would like to be notified when I publish more project planning tips and resources like this one, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Feel free to share with others who might benefit from this video. For easier reference, I have included the names and links to the tools that I mentioned in the video down in the description below. Well, that's all for now. My name is Edward Shihab. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.